What's my favorite story?
My story is quite unique.
I'll tell you about a couple stories, a couple of my favorites. Everybody has a story to tell, regardless of your gender, race, or ability. And it's important to not only be open to hearing them, but seeking those out. Storytelling is a bridge to empathy. So when you hear a story that you relate to, you automatically have a feeling of empathy for that person, that life.
It's a comforting thing to hear others and what they have achieved, what they have gone through.
We tell stories to ourselves every day, and it's really important that we tell stories to others, especially other women, that will help lift them up.
I'm particularly passionate about representation in STEM because I'm a woman in STEM and have experienced being one of a few women in my classes and now in my field as well. So this book, it's Analytics Interpreted, a compilation of perspectives. It's all women featured in the book talking about analytics. So I'm featured in it, and Ursula Catone, who's the Chief Data Architecture Officer here at Huntington, is also featured in the book.
This is my mom, and this is one of my favorite pictures of my mom because this was right before everything transitioned. I am a daughter, I am a mother, I am a used to be athlete, and I'm a writer. And I just recently published my book, and it's called A Journey of Faith. And the book is really about the last couple of years of my mom's life. And she was battling with multiple myeloma cancer. And what compelled me was my family. They said they would really like for me to write this story about my mom and really dig deep into what she accomplished, what she was, who she was, and what she did in the community.
Brand storytelling is really important, especially now when we have so much access to brands in social media. The story behind what the brand stands for is crucial. It's a differentiator. If your brand doesn't have a story, that's a problem.
About 1.5 years ago, my granddaughter asked me to please write down one of the stories that I've told them. I didn't know anything about publishing a book, but through some research and hiring an artist, was able to put a book together. I think overcoming obstacles and being willing to challenge yourself and not being afraid is so important. And it really set an example for the granddaughters that when you put your mind to something, anything is possible.
We wanted to lift up voices that maybe weren't heard previously. And so we came up with an idea where we could create a fund for local innovators and support them by their mission of ending racism. I really get excited about learning what other local innovation is in the community. You know, hearing from entrepreneurs and startups, new ideas, the way to do things, and being able to fund those ideas, I think is really exciting.
That's a lot of what I bring to storytelling as well, is a sense of representation and different perspectives in stories. Representation matters not only because those perspectives help shape the way that the work is ultimately done, but it also pays dividends in the fact that other women or, other minorities see themselves represented in the people that are speaking, and they're then being given the message that they too could do work like that.
I think sometimes we think that our story's not important, and I think it's about empowering women to tell their story, to realize that there's a lot of importance in that, and making sure that people feel comfortable in doing that.
And I think that when we take time to tell the stories about the battles we fought and obstacles we've overcome and the challenges we've conquered, we give other people the hope and encouragement that they too can get over those same situations.
It gives them some form of inspiration and motivation to keep going, to keep pushing forward. It gives them that type of encouragement that they can and will do it.